Good morning, everybody. Welcome along to the Azores. Welcome along to this, the FIA European Rally Championship, and this the most beautiful stage in the world this morning. We are live again for day number 2 of Azores Rally, the 55th running of it. And look at this. I mean, Chris is holding the camera for us this morning. Yeah, just a beautiful stop line. You got the Atlantic Ocean on the north side of the island just here, which is absolutely gorgeous. We got the cows in the field just doing their stuff, and it's just so cool here. It's so beautiful. But the island is just incredible. It's this subtropical climate. We're out in the Atlantic Ocean. We're 2 hours flight from Lisbon. Take a beeline from Lisbon, from mainland Portugal, straight out and head towards America. And here you are in the archipelago of the Azores. And I definitely recommend for anyone who was coming to explore this subtropical climate, to explore this island chain, just to do it, just to come and have a look here. Because every year that we come here on the ERC to this rally, we're just blown away with it. Is on every driver's bucket list, and this morning it's been a bit of a battle between Ricardo Mora, Andreas Mickelson, Alexei Lukanuk and Danny Sordo, but we've got to talk about Alexei Lukanuk. Not so good for Lukanuk this morning, because in the first stage of the day today he picked up a puncture in the stage. Towards the end of that stage, after changing the tyre, it was game over. He picked up another puncture towards the end of the stage, and carrying one spare in the back of the car this morning, Alexei Lukanuk is out of the rally, pulled up at the side of the road after the first stage of the day today. But there is the battle between Danny Sordo and Andreas Mickelson, 2 World Championship drivers here in the ERC this weekend. Andreas Mickelson won this event last time at the start of his career in 2012. He took a win here in the Azores when he was driving for Skoda UK back then in a Skoda Fabia S2000 car. But this is a stage that he's known, he's driven on before. Danny Sordo, first time for him out here, just to get his teeth stuck into it, using the MRF backed tyres this weekend. Mickelson out in front. It's going to be a bit of a fight. Ricardo Mora slowly hasn't been pushing quite so hard today, although he was leading overnight up until the final stage of the day yesterday, where Sordo took the lead on the last stage. But all can happen this morning. All can happen in the big fight. We're going to follow the action for you this morning. But the helicopter is flying up on the stages this morning. We've got ourselves ready at the stop line. Just want to have a quick look at the pictures from the helicopter this morning. Myself just walking around to look at this one. We've driven this stage before in the past, and it is absolutely amazing. It's so beautiful. And just the top of the volcano, where you look down into the Sete Cidades town at the bottom, in the centre where the lake is just so gorgeous. What else can we talk to you about this morning? Bit of a fight, disappointing also for Norbert Herzig, who yesterday had a role in the first stage of the event, getting caught out in the fog yesterday. Norbert Herzig come back for a second day today in the Azores. Herzig, well, in the first test of the day today, he's out as well, so he is out of the rally. So bitter disappointment for the ERC regular Norbert Herzig. What else can we talk to you about? Well, Johan Bernardo is not restarting today after big battle damage yesterday in his Citroën in stage number 3 yesterday. Stage 3 had to be cancelled as a result of Johan Bernardo blocking the stage after that massive shunt in his Citroën yesterday. The car too damaged to carry on, so that's another ERC regular that's not here this morning. Another story that we need to get to the bottom of, which we will do during this live this morning, is that Eric Seitz was possibly dropping fluid on his car, maybe coolant radiator fluid. He was dropping that at the stop line of the first stage of the day today. But Mickelson is leading at the moment. We've got to talk about Andreas Mickelson leading after stage number 8. Well, what could happen? Follow all the action now as we get ourselves strapped in on board. The stage is live. We've got the helicopter up in the hills there, and get ourselves buckled up for this long stage, all on gravel apart from the last section. This stop line here is where it all finishes later on today, where we wrap up the 55th running of the Azores Rally. The timekeepers are here, sat at the stage end, just well, get themselves ready and organised. It's really cool when we arrive at these stage ends, just because normal day-to-day life in the Azores continues until we turn up, and then the police close the road, and then the stage is up and running. But everybody embraces this rally on the island. Everyone loves it because it's just so good for tourism. And as we swing the camera around one more time and just look out over the North Atlantic, or over the Atlantic on the north side of the island, it's just absolutely stunning. The first stage of the day today is sort of off over there as the crow flies, right off in the distance, and just where that sort of rocky outcrop is that sticks out is sort of in the middle of the island. You probably can't really see it particularly well with the camera that we're using this morning, but that's where the first stage of the day today was, over there, which is where Alexei Lukyanuk retired from the event. Strap yourselves in, get yourself comfy, have a look at some of these beautiful pictures that we've got from the top of the Sete Cidades stage. Andreas Mickelson is on a mission today. So, we've got a whole load of drivers to come through the stage. Efren Lorena is on a mission, he's on a charge. But I suppose the all eyes are pretty much on Andreas Mickelson and Dani Sordo. Ricardo Mora, 10-time Azorean champion, is here this weekend. He didn't want to feel the pressure, so he is sort of backing off just a little bit today. What can happen in this stage? Where if you have a spin in the top of the volcano, in the narrow section, on the rim of the volcano, it's so narrow there, it's almost just over the width of a car wide in places. And if you have a spin in there, do you remember Juho Hänninen spinning in there in 2012 when he was fighting with Andreas Mickelson for the win here? It took him some time to get the car back and pointing in the right direction. A few of our ERC regulars more recently have also had spins in the Volcano Stage. Okay, 1.9 seconds the gap between Sordo and Andreas Mickelson. The fight is certainly on this morning. When did MRF ever lead overnight at the end of the first day of an ERC rally? Well, we'll see exactly whether they can hold on and take another podium, take a win maybe this weekend with Dani Sordo, because the fight is certainly on heading into that. So with 0.5 of a second, the gap between Ricardo Mora and Dani Sordo. Incredible stuff here this morning. So Mickelson is leading. .9 seconds the gap to Dani Sordo. Ricardo Mora straight behind him. Efren Lorena lying in fourth, Eric Seiss in fifth. Eric Seiss had, we're thinking, just dropping coolant from his Fiesta in the first stage of the day today, but he's completed the second test of the day, which is before Sete Cidades. So they're into the stage. So the way the stage runs, just looking at the tracking map, the way the stage runs, we start off at the top of the hill, near the abandoned hotel. There's a hotel right up on the start of the stage, which was built many years ago, and the idea was to pull up a whole load of tourists and take in the most stunning views of the island from this the abandoned hotel. But it wasn't a viable business project, and the hotel closed, and now it's just a shell of concrete up on the top of the near the start of the stage. So the stage starts there, and it's very narrow, very twisty through the hay bales on the rim of the volcano at the start of it, and just dropping down in places down to the left-hand side of the island towards the sea, and then climbing back up through the subtropical climate and up. Helicopters flying above us at the end of the stage. Skies look good today. So again, waiting at the stop line for the first cars to come here this morning. If you want to reach out, if you want to say hello, if you want to send us some messages, you can do this morning. So many people firing off messages. I think Chris Ingram is watching as well. 2019 ERC champion. Unfortunately, our double two-time ERC champion Alexei Lukyanuk is not here this morning after retiring on the first stage of the day today. It's going to be very hard standing here at the stop line, staring at the computer tablet that we've got at the stage end here with us, just looking at the pictures. Pictures I'm looking here at just slightly delayed to the ones that you're watching at home. Got to say hello to Chris Brewer, who is back in the UK watching. Now we've got some messages coming in. I can hear the helicopter flying above us. Incredible stuff with the onboard. Just the way the helicopter follows up to the 90 left at the top of the hill and then streaking across the top of the volcano, struggling in places to keep up with the first car on the road. I'll say good morning to Jeffrey, who's watching from Barbados this morning, enjoying this rally as usual. People watching in the Czech Republic, lots of people rooting for Danny Sordo today. So just above us here, if we can just split the camera and point up, this is the safety helicopter that's flying above us from the stage end. So the safety heli is just flying. It's not our ERC helicopter, but that's just checking that the route is clear, because we've got spectators, quite a lot of spectators this weekend that you can see from our helicopter. Safety 2 comes through to the end of the stage. So at the stop line, it's looking good. Just the procession of safety cars arriving at the end of the stage as they come through. The FIA sporting delegate Anita is here. So this is the procession of cars coming through. It looks like the president is about to arrive here in the motorcade at the stage end. But we get all the safety cars coming through. They've completed their loop through here. And then behind that we've got the 000 car and the 00. So from the stop line, we've got the 000, the 00 and the 0. Everyone's all come through at once. So let's just get them lined up. I haven't seen a Toyota RAV4 for a while, especially this old style. This is the original RAV4. Kind of for a little rally car, it's suited for these Azorian roads. And of course the Mitsubishi behind that, which is a classic that we see in the ERC2 Championship. Normally these ones driven by Tibor Erdi. Okay, the stage is set then. We're ready at the end of the Volcano Stage, which will be also run as the last stage of the rally. So we will wait here. You watch the pictures at home, and we'll wait for the first car to arrive at the stop line. I'll say hello to Peter, who's watching from Slovakia this morning. Do send your notes in and say if you want anything shouting out. Hopefully I'll see on the screen here at the stage end your messages coming in. just like you guys watching around the world at home, watching from Finland, Zlin in the Czech Republic, we were there just a few weeks ago, Slovakia watching, hello, Barbados is watching this morning, but I'm at the stage end just like you guys watching on the computer screen here, and I'm getting absorbed into it. We've got the Bulgarians are in the house as well this morning. It's a massive worldwide shout out. Everybody across the world is enjoying the ERC action this morning from the end of the stage. Even Cyprus is online. Hello, Cyprus. So as I get sucked into watching the ERC action up in this volcano stage, it's brilliant that we've got the high cloud cover today. So the top of the volcano isn't enveloped in mist. So we can bring you these fantastic helicopter shots this morning from this lush, green, fertile island. So the fans are out in force up in the hills. Andreas Mickelson swaps place with Danny Sordo this morning. Mickelson out in front by 1.9 seconds. Ricardo Mora lying in third position overall. Efren Lorena is in fourth. Eric Seiss in fifth. Miko Marcek is in sixth position with Umberto Scandola. We were watching some pictures of him a short while ago. Is in seventh overall. Luis Rigo is in eighth, and the first car arrives at the end of the stage. Let's get ourselves in position then. 2-minute gaps for everybody today. Smiling, you're enjoying yourself. It's a stage that everybody wants to complete. How was it for you? What was it like to be first on the road, having it all to yourself?
Very difficult. There's a lot of corners with mud, very muddy, and the stage is amazing. It's so crazy. Sometimes they are going in fourth, fifth gear between the two walls, and it's very, very easy to get a mistake. But I'm excited. It's like an amazing stage. Being first car in the road, it's very difficult with these conditions because there's a lot of mud in the top of the surface, and I was cleaning, so yeah, it's very, very easy to hit the wall.
But no mistakes though.
Sorry?
No mistakes from you. It was a clean run.
No mistakes, and we are gonna try to keep the car like this for the second round in these stages, and I think that's it.
So all the way from Mexico, another driver with this on his bucket list to achieve this weekend. The time is going to go on the board, and we'll see how it goes. A lot of mud in the back rear of the Skoda here for the car 17 car. Wait for the time to go on the board. We'll swing the camera around, Chris, and Eric Seiss has stopped in the stage, as you can see on your screen. So Eric Seiss has stopped in the stage. We had that issue we were talking about, the radiator coolant. Let's have a word with Luis Rigo. Luis, you know this stage well, but each time you go around it, does it get any better?
Yeah, this stage, it's amazing stage. It's unbelievable. I think it's one of the best stages we have here in the Azores and maybe in the world. It's amazing to see all the crowd pushing for us. It's very, very good. Okay, for us, we try to push a little bit, but you know, the conditions of the road, it's not so easy for us, but we enjoy the stage, so but we can improve.
Okay, that's good. So going to improve for the second pass for Luis Rigo. You can see the mud on the back. We haven't had any overnight rain. We had a lot of rain yesterday, but that's Luis Rigo through. So Rigo is done, but yeah, message just coming into me at the stage end here that Eric Seiss has stopped in the stage. So at the moment, I'm just trying to feverishly look in the messages to see. Okay, Seiss retired. It's the cooler issue. So engine cooler issue We were live on the radio with Julian Porter at the first stage of the day today, and Eric left the end of the stop line, and there was, after he left, a lot of radiator coolant dropped onto the road, and we were trying to work out who it was from. We established it was from Eric's Site, but we're just hearing that Site has stopped on stage 9. So Site has retired. That's the latest news that I've got in. Let's have a word with Umberto Scandola. Just getting himself ready at the end of the stage, loosening the chin strap off. Umberto, after completing this one, he's to organise himself. Umberto, talk to me about it. It's a stage that everybody wants to complete. How was it for you?
I'm not happy of our performance. Although it's okay, the car is okay, the tires was good, but I haven't a feeling with my note. It's the first time for me here, and this stage is it's very difficult for me. But okay, this is first time, it's okay. Thank you.
And just some words in Italian.
Ma sono molto contento di come siamo andati, si può andare molto più veloce, però è una prova veramente difficile dove ci sono tanti cambi ritmo, curve cieche, sui dossi, strettissimo, ci vuole un po' di conoscenza.
Grazie mille. That's Umberto Scandola. Yeah, just struggling with the pace notes for him. Struggling with the notes, not so happy. So we come out. Don't know whether you're still on me with Umberto, but if you can just see there, Chris holding the camera. If you just zoom in just a little bit past the marshals down. The stewards have just set up here a weighbridge at the end of the stage. We saw them yesterday at our last broadcast of the day. They were stopping the cars just before they were coming to talk to us at the end of the stage, and that was just to check the gloves and check the Nomex and check that everything's all compliant with the regulations. Here, they just set up a weighbridge to make sure the cars are the right weight, not running underweight, before they head back down to the super special stage and then ultimately into the service park for the midday service of the day. So big news coming in for us at the end of the stage, is that the stage is running. Eric Site has retired, but the stage still continues to run, and just trying to get a picture for you, which I might be able to get up on the screen. There you go. I don't know whether Chris can zoom in on this, but this is a picture from that I received earlier on. This is from the first stage of the day today. This was what was left on the stop line of the first test of the day. This picture was taken by Julian Porter, our fellow reporter here at the ERC, and this is what we believe to be fluid drop from Eric Site's Fiesta Rally 2 car at the end of that stage. And now we're hearing just breaking news that Eric Site has stopped in this stage at the moment. Just trying to see if there's any pictures from our helicopter of him in the stage, but real disappointment. You know, Eric Site has come on so strong. He's really matured over this ERC season. He's getting stronger and faster in the Fiesta, and he was on for a win in the Czech Republic just a couple of weekends ago after rolling in the final stage of the event. Just a small wide heading out of the road on the left hand side of it on a right hand section, and Eric rolling quite spectacularly, but I believe he's come on stronger as a result of that. If he'd won on his home event, it would have been amazing for him to rewrite the ERC history books. But then everybody would have said, he only won on his home event because it's his home event. I don't believe that's right with Eric. I think he is just one to watch for the future, and just disappointment so much that he has retired from the Rally Azores this weekend. Let's have a word with Miko Marcek. A little bit of impact on the front of Marcek's car as he arrives at the stop line, just where he looks like he's hit something from this morning, just a little bit of a jump or something. Let's have a word from Miko. Get yourselves ready. Miko smiling away. How was it?
That was very tough because the surface was really sleepy. We had some actions, twice we were in the bank, and to be honest, that was really tough to understand for me, the pace notes and the surface, which was very sleepy, and that was very tough. And I cooled down a little bit, slowed down, because even if I was not pushing, I was on the limit and on the edge in some places, and tough, very tough, new experience.
And just some words in Poland, because loads of people are watching online at the moment.
Słuchajcie, było bardzo ślisko na tym odcinku, było trochę błota, ta linia nie była taka, jak miałem opisane, znowu przyczepność była inna niż mi się wydawało, w 2 czy 3 miejscach byliśmy już prawie poza drogą, także stwierdziłem, że trzeba po prostu dojechać ten odcinek do mety i wyciągnąć jakieś wnioski, bo to było naprawdę trudne, wielkie wyzwanie, to co tutaj przejechaliśmy.
Dziękuję, thanks very much, Miko. Nice to see you at the end of the stage this morning. What we'll do is we'll just follow down now, Chris. If we just wander down out of time control, and we've got a bit of a gap now because of Eric's sights is not coming to the end of the stage. So we'll just come down and see how the weighbridge setup works. So what they do is Miko's just rolled over. They put these plates on the ground. They calibrate the weigh system. There you go. He's on now. So they get him all planted. Make sure he's in on the top. And then if we just roll around to the other side, using the weighbridge setup, which is set up really rapidly on road sections at random points during the rally, just to take the weight down of the car. Check that everything is compliant. Thumbs up from Miko, and that's how they do that. So we're all good. So you're just checking here at the moment. Could you explain your job just very quickly?
Yes, we are scaling the cars, measure the weight, so to see if they are in the correct range of weight.
Yeah. And then Sete Cidades is a stage that has a lot of mud in it. Do you take into fact the amount of mud that the cars carry?
No, I don't think so. Probably 1 or 2 kilos, the most, I think, yes.
Yeah. It's expensive mud, very fertile mud here.
For sure, yes, that's true.
Yeah, we don't want to be taking the thanks very much, thanks. We don't want to be taking the Azorean mud with us back home. So the weighbridge just sets up here at the stop line just to make sure that everyone's compliant on these road sections. So all good. So the stewards here are doing a great job just to keep everybody under competition rules. Outside time control, this little board we can just swing round. It's only a little piece of board, but this is time control, and basically outside that here is the road section back to the service park. So we're on like the public road beyond this board. So the idea, this is the safe zone in the zone at the end of the stage. Let's walk back now. So that was a little bit of an insight for you. We need to rush back now. Have a word with Efra and Lorena, who arrives at the end of the stage. Okay, Efra's in. Door open. Just turning his onboard camera off. Just 1 second. Just wait for Efren. Efren, how was that for you this morning?
Yeah, now I try to do it a bit fast, but for sure it's very difficult stage. It's the stage of the stage, you know, Sete Cidades. But I think time is not bad, but during the stage, in some parts, I don't feel very well. Yeah, it's difficult, a lot of changing condition. At the beginning it's completely dry, and now it's completely wet, so I don't know, honestly.
Well, I mean, what's the game plan for this afternoon? Ricardo Mora, who was leading yesterday, is slowly getting a bit slower. 16.6 seconds coming into this against you with Ricardo. What's the plan?
We will see now the time of this stage of Ricardo Mora, but for sure we are doing our rally, we are doing our 100%, so we are happy to be here fighting with top drivers, so really happy.
Some words in Spanish before Sarah tells you to go?
What, sorry?
Some words in Spanish before Sarah tells you to go?
Bueno, la verdad que contentos, ha sido un tramo muy difícil, hemos intentado correr, pero es una locura este tramo, la verdad que no sabes dónde está el ritmo adecuado, así que vamos a ver.
Thanks very much, cheers, gracias. That is, I was expecting Sarah Fernandez in the co-driver's seat to start shouting at me then, just to tell me to move out of the way and stop asking questions. Here he comes, Andreas Mickelson. This is where the fight is. 1.9 seconds the gap coming into this stage. Let's see what Mickelson has to say to us at the end of the stage. We've got our helicopter flying, tracking Mickelson down to the stage end, which is where we're based now. Door open immediately for Andreas. Andreas, how was the run this morning? How was it? Did you enjoy it? Do you still remember it after all these years?
Yeah, it was an amazing stage. Was quite wet in there, so I didn't have a lot of grip. So tire shots for this one probably not the best, but anyway, it was okay.
Are you feeling a bit of pressure from Dani Sordo this morning? 1.9 seconds the gap coming into this one. It's going to be a fight to the end here, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess so. He's driving well, so I know Dani is quick. Being fighting with him many times before, so it will be a nice fight.
Okay, good luck. There we go. So nice fight. A little bit of a pressure, but Andreas just minimizing that pressure this morning. Just I don't know. Always with Andreas, you can kind of tell. Sometimes read the facial expressions. Is he feeling the squeeze from Sordo coming into these final group of stages in the Azores this weekend? 1.9 seconds the gap coming into us here. Mickelson's time, 16 minutes 48 seconds exactly. Fastest through so far. Mickelson had a stage win on the previous stage this morning. And in the opening stage of the day today, Mickelson was also fastest. So 3 out of 3 stage wins for him so far. But let's see what Dani Sordo has to say, driving the MRF Shod car. Helicopter just tracing along, following Dani towards the stage end. Fight is definitely on. It's getting feisty and spicy this afternoon. The Indian tyre manufacturer, MRF, leading overnight. Let's see what Dani has to say. Dani, I'm waiting for the time to go on the board though, but how was it in there? What was the feeling like?
Very tricky stage for first time. It's a little bit difficult, very slippery, but I enjoyed a little bit, but it's okay. With 2 passes only, I never been here before. But yeah, we're still close, so it's good.
It's a spicy fight with you and Andreas Mickelson. I mean, what's the plan? Obviously, it'd be great to get MRF on to win this event. Is it achievable?
We are trying to fight, but honestly, Andreas is very hard, very fast. Also, the others are really fast. I try to do my best, but we take information also for the tires, to develop the tires and to make next time stronger.
That's good. Thanks very much. Let's just have a look at the time. 4:46.2. 4:46.2. Good time. So fastest through for Dani Sordo so far. Quickest through. Sordo takes down to the weighbridge. Definitely getting spicy this afternoon here. Right, let's just get our times up here, get the results on the board just to clarify that. Sordo fastest, 1.8 seconds faster than Mickelson through the stage. 0.1 of a second now, the gap between Andreas Mickelson and Dani Sordo. It's getting so exciting, so tight here this afternoon. But we mustn't forget the other competitors that are out here this afternoon. Ricardo Mora leading the rally yesterday, losing that fight in the last stage of the day, handing it to Dani Sordo. Mora's the 10th car on the road this morning. He slowly brings the car down to the stage end. 0.1 of a second the gap between Andreas Mickelson. The fight is on, going into the final group of stages here. But Ricardo Mora, the 10-time Azorean champion, we mustn't forget him. Looks like he's had a little bit of something, a moment in here because of splat of mud on the back of the car. Let's see what Ricardo has to say. Talking away. Could be a pace note issue with this mud on the back. Ricardo, you're just talking in the car there. There's a bit of mud on the back of the car. Did you have a mistake in the car, in the stage?
No mistake. It's we have too much movement on the car, especially on the drier section. We went with too soft tires, so the car is moving a lot. So here you need to be very precise because it's very narrow, but it's okay. We did a good job. The pros are just getting a little bit out of us, so we should be okay.
There's 0.1 of a second separating Dani Sordo, Andreas Mickelson at the moment. You're lying comfortably in third at the moment. Efren Lorena wants that position. Do you feel pressure?
I don't feel that pressure, to be honest, but of course I would like to keep this position and improve my driving, but no, not a big pressure.
And just some words in Portuguese.
Nós viemos com uma opção de pneus demasiado macia e perdemos muita precisão. O carro tem muito movimento, mas não foi mal. Em algumas zonas funcionou, mas noutras para atacar tinha que esperar muito que a traseira ficasse no sítio, senão no final da curva faltava-me sempre espaço, porque tenho muito movimento no carro. Mas ok, as diferenças são relativamente pequenas, tentar continuar a fazer o nosso melhor.
It's getting nice and spicy this afternoon with Ricardo Mora, Andreas Mickelson, Efren Lorena wanting that third position as Mora heads on to the super special stage next. That's it, the top 10 drivers through here. 0.1 of a second now, the gap between Dani Sordo versus Andreas Mickelson. Mickelson out in front this morning. Mora lying in third overall, but Efren Lorena really wants that one. We've got ERC2, the rest of the field coming through here, but as we swing the camera around and look at the beautiful views here in the Azores, it is a stunning location to be. On Tuesday night on Eurosport, we've got ERC All Access. You can watch that TV programme on Tuesday night. This weekend, we've been following Victor Cartier driving the Toyota Yaris that he home-built himself using his own engineering, fantastic knowledge. And Victor Cartier we're following him behind the scenes this weekend. He sleeps inside the race truck in the service park with the rest of the team. They don't book hotels, they rally on a budget. On Tuesday night on ERC, on Eurosport, we'll have that half-hour documentary following him this weekend in the Azores. So here's a little sneak peek to that. We'll be back live this afternoon on the final stage of the day when Sete Cidades is run for the second time. What will happen? Andreas Mickelson versus Dani Sordo, 0.1 of a second going into the final few stages. Well, stay tuned to the ERC to find out what's going on. But just have a look at this tape of what's coming up with Victor Cartier as he explains all about his car. We'll catch you later on.
Izquierda 7 a fondo, izquierda 7 a fondo, 50, derecha 7 a fondo, 40, frena, rasante, 10, izquierda 5, 60, derecha 6, rápida, 60, izquierda 9, para derecha 7, 60, izquierda 7 a fondo, 70, frenar, izquierda 5, rápida de 20, se cierra 5, muy lenta, a 5, muy lenta, para derecha 5, 20, rasante y derecha 4 se cierra poco, 15, izquierda 4 lenta, 20, izquierda 4 lenta, 20, frenar, derecha 3 muy lenta, 10, izquierda 6, 10, derecha 5, lenta con cuneta, 10, izquierda 4, 20, izquierda 7 a fondo, 40, derecha 3 se cierra a lenta, 100, a lenta, 100, frenar, izquierda 2 lenta, 80, 2 lenta, muy lenta, ok, derecha 4 poco lenta, tarde, atención salida, 80, atención salida, izquierda 8, frenando 20, izquierda 4 poco lenta, se cierra a 3 lenta, a 3 lenta, 10, ok, 10, ok, derecha 7 a fondo, 20, derecha 8 a fondo, 30, derecha 4, 50. Derecha 5, muy rápida, 15, izquierda 4 corta, muy rápida, 150, 4 corta. Derecha 7, en rasante, situar 10, izquierda 5, muy rápida. Situar 10, izquierda 5, muy rápida, 30. Derecha 6 de 15, se cierra 4, poco rápida, 60, 4. Derecha 6, derecha 6, 40. Frenar, cruce izquierda 5, muy lenta, ting, asfalto, 60. Derecha 8 a fondo, 20. Izquierda 9 a fondo, 100. Rasante 10, derecha 8 a fondo, 80. Rasante 10, derecha 8 a fondo, 80. Izquierda 52, corta rápida. Izquierda 52, corta rápida, 20. Rasante a fondo, 120. Rasante a fondo, 120. Atención, frenar, cruce derecha 5, lenta. Atención, frenar, cruce derecha 5, lenta. 10. Izquierda 4, ojo cuneta. Izquierda 4, ojo cuneta. 30, ojo cuneta. 30. Derecha 4, corta rápida. 20. Derecha 5, lenta. 5, lenta. 10. Izquierda 5, lenta. Situar para derecha 3, lenta. 3, lenta. 40. Izquierda 5, acaba 7. 30. Acaba 7. 30. Rasante ya, izquierda 7 a fondo, 20, derecha 6 corta, situar 10, para izquierda 5 poco lenta, tin, sucia, 10, derecha 6 corta, muy rápida, 20, derecha 5 muy rápida, 30, izquierda 5 corta, 70, izquierda 5 corta, 70, atención, frenar izquierda 9 para cruce derecha 5 muy lenta, muy estrecho, puerta, 30, ojo puerta, 30, izquierda 6 lenta, mucha atención salida, 6 lenta, mucha atención salida, 20, izquierda 7 se cierra, 6, 60, a 6, 60, derecha 5 rápida, ojo cuneta, 40, frenar, derecha 3 lenta, estrecho fin, 3 lenta, estrecho fin, 50, izquierda 6 rápida, 60, izquierda 8 en rasante a fondo, se cierra 7 a fondo, 30, frenar, derecha 5 en rasante acaba 6 lenta, por arriba, ojo por arriba, a 6 lenta por arriba, 30, por arriba, 30, izquierda 6, 9, frenando para derecha, 2 muy lentas, para izquierda 8 a fondo, 20, rasante izquierda 9 de 15, frenando, se cierra 5 lenta, para derecha 8, para izquierda 6 poco lenta, 30, izquierda 8 en rasante, posible a fondo, 30, derecha 8 a fondo, 60, frenar derecha 9 muy corta, se cierra 6 corta, 10, se cierra 6 corta, 10, izquierda 7, 20, derecha 6 corta, 10, izquierda 6 lenta, ojo cuneta, 20, izquierda 7 rápida, 30, derecha 5 se cierra poco, 20, izquierda 8 a fondo, 20, derecha 9 en rasante, para izquierda 7 se cierra poco, 10, izquierda 6 corta, mucha atención salida, 30, izquierda 7 en rasante, sumpo, 20, izquierda 7 estrecha, 30, frenar, izquierda 6 lenta se cierra, 20, frenar pies, izquierda 5 muy lenta, muy estrecha, atención salida, 30, izquierda 9 se cierra a 7 rápida, 40, izquierda 6 muy rápida, larga, se cierra poco, 20, izquierda 6 poco lenta, atención salida, frenando, 10, izquierda muy lenta, 1 muy lenta mano, 10, derecha 5 corta, 10, rasante a fondo, 10, derecha 8 a fondo, se cierra 6 muy rápida, frenando fin, 10, derecha 5 larga, se cierra poco, 5 larga, se cierra poco, para izquierda 9 en rasante, para izquierda 9 en rasante, para derecha 7, 20, derecha 6 corta a fondo, 30, derecha 6, 15, frenar, izquierda 5 lenta, 60, 5 lenta, 60, muy lenta, derecha 6 en rasante, se cierra poco, 20, izquierda 7 de 10, frenando mucho, para derecha 4 muy lenta, saca, 20, derecha 9, a fondo, para izquierda 9, a fondo, 20, derechas, no, 9 a fondo, para derecha 7, largas, izquierda 6 en rasante, vale, 60, frenar rasante ya derecha, 4 lenta, saca, acaba 9 en rasante, saca, acaba 9 en rasante, 10, izquierda 7 larga, se cierra 6, y se cierra 4 lenta, 60, y a 4 lenta, 60, 60, derecha 6 team, para izquierda 7 a fondo, 100, atención, frenar derecha 6 muy lenta, situar, para cruce, izquierda 4 muy lenta, 60, para cruce, izquierda 4 muy lenta, izquierda, 60, izquierda 6 más, se cierra mucho y atención salida, 100, frenar derecha 4 lenta, atención salida, 10, izquierda 8 a fondo, 20, derecha 7, frenando mucho, para izquierda 5 poco lenta, 30, izquierda 5, corta, saca, 10, derecha 9 a fondo, 60, atención, frenar izquierda 7 de 20, se cierra 4 muy lenta en cruce, 30, a 4 muy lenta en cruce, 30, vamos para arriba, derecha 8 a fondo, 60, 8 a fondo, 60, derecha 7 corta, 20, frenar, derecha 5 lenta, 5 lenta, para izquierda 5, ojo cuneta, 5 ojo cuneta, para derecha 7 acaba rasante, para izquierda 7, 40, derecha 8 a fondo, 60, derecha 5 poco rápida, tarde, 40, poco rápida, tarde, 40, derecha 7 a fondo, 30, izquierda 6 rápida, 20, frenar, situar, derecha 5 corta, 20, izquierda 7, izquierda 7, frenando fin, derecha 6, 30 y estrecha, mucha atención salida, 20, izquierda 9 en rasante, atención frenando, cierra 4 lenta, 10 por derecha, izquierda 7 en rasante, saca, atención salida, 40, izquierda 7 en rasante, saca, atención salida, 40, frenar derecha 3 muy lenta, para izquierda 5, 5, para derecha 8, 60, 60, izquierda 4 poco tarde, 10, derecha 8 en rasante posible a fondo, 10, otra derecha 8 a fondo, 80, a fondo, 80, frenar izquierda 6, saca, frenar izquierda 6, saca, 30, derecha 6 poco rápida, 20, frenar, atención, pies, izquierda 6 muy lenta, pies, izquierda 6 muy lenta, 10, derecha 7, 20, mucho pie, derecha 7, 20, derecha 7 a fondo, 20, derecha 9 en rasante a fondo, 60, izquierda 8 frenando, 20, derecha 6 lenta, 10, y cruce derecha 1 muy lenta mano, y cruce derecha 1 muy lenta mano, para izquierda 4 se cierra, 4 se cierra, para derecha 5 lenta, para izquierda 6 ras, 6 ras, para derecha 7 a fondo, 20, 7 a fondo, 20, derecha 8 a fondo, 30, izquierda 7 de 40, se cierra 5 rápida, a 5 rápida, 10, derecha 5 lenta, 10, izquierda 7 a fondo, 50, derecha 7 en rasante de 20, frenando fin, asfalto, izquierda 4 lenta, 80, 4 lenta, 80, izquierda 8, 20, derecha 7, 30, frenar, izquierda 5 muy lenta, ojo cuneta, 40, muy lenta, ojo cuneta, 40, derecha 8 a fondo, 30, izquierda 7 lenta, 10, frenar, derecha 6 lenta, en cruce por abajo, ojo por abajo, 40, derecha 5 rápida, 20, izquierda 7 en rasante, se cierra poco muy rápida, 100, izquierda 6 rápida, 70, 6 rápida, 70, frenar, derecha 6 corta, 6 rápida, 70, frenar, derecha 6 corta, poco lenta, 10, atención, rasante ya, bota, izquierda 5 lenta, 30, izquierda 7, 40, derecha 8 en rasante, derecha 8 en rasante, 20, derecha 7 a fondo, 30, frenar, izquierda 5 corta lenta, para, derecha 5 lenta, 5 lenta, para izquierda 7 en rasante, acaba 8 lenta, frenando fin 15, derecha 5 lenta, frenando fin 15, derecha 5 lenta, 10, derecha 7, corta, lenta, 10, izquierda 6 en rasante, se cierra poco, 10, izquierda 9 a fondo, 40, izquierda 8, 50, rasante y derecha 7, saque y se cierra, 20, derecha 6, para izquierda 6, meta.